Never get any luck against Coventry, do we? Goodness me. Sad thing is, there's going to be an unnecessary meltdown after this game, which is one of the reasons I hate losing games, because everyone's opinion apparently has to do a complete 180 on the season and think it's over for some reason. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, we never get any luck against Coventry, do we? As I said in the intro, but to be fair, right, okay, let's assess the first goal, I believe, should have been a free kick in the build-up. And again, if anyone's going to accuse me of being sour, then I suggest you go back on, and I'm going to refer you to the exact videos. Fans react, on SCFC, fans react after Sunderland 2, Wigan 1, and Sunderland 2, Blackburn 1. 2 games where we've won, and I've criticised the referee. So let's get rid of this narrative that if you mention the referee, you're automatically sour. Because I've mentioned this across the season. I've mentioned it when we've won games. And it's not just us. There were some baffling decisions we got that were very questionable. But again, I keep referring to it. You've got to keep mentioning the referees week in, week out, because otherwise nothing is going to change. You've got to keep doing it. Otherwise, this is how you're going to enforce change in officiating. Because, to be honest, I think the referees have played pivotal roles in the last 3 games, even though I think at times against Bristol City we weren't great. First half against Rotherham we were shocking, and at times in the first half today I thought we got bullied far too easily, which maybe you could criticise at Tony Mowbray, because I think Pierre Ekwa should have started maybe one of these 2 games. But again, it's easy for me to say in hindsight. Look, obviously, the reason we've lost today, and I know people are going to go on about the lack of a forward, but I feel like I'm having to repeat this over and over again. The reason we lost today is because we're letting 2 goals. Simple as that. No, just because you don't, like I keep saying, just because you don't have a striker, and I know that not having a focal point doesn't help, but it doesn't mean you have to concede. It doesn't mean it doesn't mean the rest of the team can't take any responsibility defensively. I'm getting quite sick of hearing that, to be honest. I mean, the first goal, again, I believe we should have had a free kick in the build-up, but the goal was far too easy for Coventry to score. To be fair, at least they did try to get a block to it, and obviously, I think it was Kelsey Palmer, I think it is, got the better of Danny Bart, which is always going to happen because Palmer's got pace, whereas Bart hasn't. And then the second one just happens when, we're trying to get back in the game. And look, on reflection, I did actually think we deserved something from the game. I thought we'd had enough second half to, well, actually saying that, how many chances did we create? The one with Patrick Roberts should have been 1-1, and I'd like to think he knows it should have been 1-1, but that happens. Yeah, Amad gets a goal at least. I don't know. The main thing I take away from this is I said, but at the end of February, I want to be on 50 points. And I'm disappointed that we haven't reached it. But we're only 1 point off it. So I think when it comes to the next 4 games, obviously now 3 of them are at home. We've got Stoke next week, which for me, we need to be winning, I think. Norwich, depends if you play the crowd against them, you could get something there. And then obviously you've got Sheffield United and Luton coming up after that. I think mentally, and by the way, I don't want anyone telling me this is an excuse, because it's not for me, it's fact. We have played a game February the 4th, February the 8th, February the 11th, February the 14th, February the 18th, February the 21st, February the 25th. That's 7 games in 3 weeks. That's 7 games in 3 weeks. And yes, you could say not having the options, particularly up front, is probably what's costing us in that regard. However, I think it's a valid thing, because because you got to remember, Rotherham was not a part of a regular game schedule. It was rearranged. Fulham was a replay, which was obviously rearranged after we drew at Craven Cottage. And yeah, so I think the lads look mentally exhausted. You can tell in the last few games, we've looked mentally shattered. Well, is the Tony Mowbray drop-off going to happen? The players better not let it happen, mind. But yeah, we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see how we look next week. But, it is what it is. Annoyingly, we've given Coventry the chance to go above us now. Look, I don't have any beef with Coventry. I see them as any other game. It's just annoying that we keep falling short against them. But there you go. It is what it is. Yeah, I've rambled on enough. Right, I'll love you and leave yous. My arm's shaking too badly. As you guys know, more people aren't subscribed than subscribed who watch these videos according to the analytics. So if you think I've earned a subscription from you, I'm going to hit the like button, comment and subscribe. And again, as long as you comment and you're respectful about it, then fair enough. And yeah, see you next Saturday for when Alex Neil returns. That's going to be very interesting. Take care, guys. Love yous all lots. Safe trip, everybody. And how are the lads?